For this video, I'm going to be explaining how to do some jungle surfing on Yasuo, and the benefits of this are huge. This is one of the first things that you want to learn on Yasuo when you're learning him because it's very important. It doesn't have any downsides like the Beyblade or Airblade where you, or not the Airblade, the Beyblade where you lose your flash for doing it. This is just really important stuff. Basic, but not necessarily easy to do. The first thing that you need to do is you need to go into your hotkeys, go into abilities and summoner spells, go all the way down to other and see target champion only, and you want to bind a key to that. And you want to bind it where you can hold it and hold your mouse at the same time. I have it bound to a button on the side of my mouse. So what you do is you hold that down, and like it says, you can only target champions when you're holding it down. So you can click on top of this camp all you want, and you can't attack it. And that's important because you need to be able to get very close to them to be able to serve. So for this little one right here, you can stand right about here, I think, and E, and you go all the way across, just like that. Now that they changed the red buff, you can't do it on red buff anymore. But another example is this bird, you can go across this wall. This bird, you can go across this wall. So I'll show you this one because I like this one. You can just go like that, and you can go right across that wall. That's from the previous video. You can also do this at wolves. You can go either way. This one I think is a little bit more difficult to do. I'm not sure. I don't use it very often because it's not much benefit, as you can see. You're not getting much out of it. But you can also do that the other way. My favorite is the Grump. It's super easy. I recommend that you do this one first because it's very easy to learn and it'll give you a good idea of how to serve. You just stand right on top of it, and it's very beneficial. This is the one you'll use the most. You just stand right on top of them and go boop, and you go right across. That is a huge wall that you can skip right through. Very, very, very useful. So I'll just show you again. Just stand, basically, you can almost stand anywhere on them. You can get through them, but there you go. So that's how to do some basic jungle surfing in Yasuo. I guess I'll run around and maybe do a little bit more just to show you. That one was a poor example. I'll let them reset. Oh, come on, go back. Go home, wolves. Okay, good. I wish I could get rid of this thing. I'm not sure if I can. But stand like right there, and there you go. That's a pretty big wall to skip, but I don't use that one very often. Very, very rarely do I use the wolves one. Because you're just not doing much there most of the time. The birds can be beneficial though, because this is a pretty big wall you can skip right through, and you can really catch people off by surprise. Like if you're not quite at a team fight yet, you can just boop right across, and then you're right there, ready to hit the champions. So that pretty much concludes how to do jungle surfing. This also goes for the other side. You can do it on the Grump, you can do it on wolves, birds, and Krugs right there, I think is what they're called. But as far as I know, you cannot do it on red buff or blue buff anymore like you could last season. And there's nothing really useful you can do on Scuttle because it moves around all the time. It's completely unpredictable. If it was standing like right here, maybe you could go across this wall if they were doing Dragon, but that's never gonna happen. If it does, I'd love to see a video of it because that would be pretty cool to see. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.